Hi, this is Shellane Demarest, and this is my Turning Point video. First question, who do you desire to become and your personal journey to developing mastery in your field of interest? Well, I desire to be a better version of me 20 years ago when I just fell in love with the world of fitness, health, and wellness. Anything that dealt with the human body and the way, the anatomy and physiology and things like that, I was just really intrigued. But with that being said, I had to also understand that there were certain things that I had to let go, false expectations and own personal pressures that I placed on myself, just trying to be this thing that I thought I had to be in order to be successful. So I do acknowledge our textbook talks about the road to mastery requires patience. And it's true. I tried shortcoming, or shortcutting, if you will, by going to medical assisting school and dental assisting school and cosmetology. I thought I was, still fulfilling that void, by still being creative and still being in the field, but not really helping people, but not all the way. I decided, you know what? That's not going to do it for me. I got to go back and do it the right way. So with that being said, looking at these strategies, the first one is return to your origins. In other words, back to basics. I had to go back to what really made me happy, and that was fitness. I understand that, it's a little late in the game to start training to be an athlete, but I can still be in that world. And so by going back to school, I feel like it's going to help me to be able to go and pursue a spot, if you will, on a local television show where I can be, an on-camera correspondent, or I could, maybe be a sports journalist or something, in that realm of fitness. I can still do it, just not the way that I started out. Second one's going to be occupy the perfect niche. For me, the perfect niche is helping people after the age of 40. Now, don't get me wrong. Today's society is very focused on the young demographic. I want to say somewhere between 18 and maybe 30. That's great, but there's this niche of people of 40 and beyond that kind of get left in the wayside. We're considered too old, whatever that is. I don't even know what that means, because I feel great and I look great. I look way better than I did when I was 20. And with that being said, I have women in that same age bracket asking me, what is it that I'm doing? So my end game is being able to acquire the degree and the experience and the opportunity to be that figurehead, to be that spokesperson and say, hey, this is how you can do it, and I'm going to show you how. 4, letting go of the past. Letting go of the past for me meant bad childhood, molestation, overweight, anxieties, insecurities, product of a broken home. All the lies that were associated with all of those things, I had to let go. That was the only way that I was going to be able to move forward. So letting go of the past means just that. You got to break those chains and move forward to the next strategy. And the final one is find your way back. Finding my way back was going back to school. First of all, I love learning. I love learning new things and not memorizing for a test. I love learning new things and surrounding myself with like-minded people. So by going back to school, it's going to give me the opportunity to be able to be around people that's going to help me acquire the same goal, which is moving on to a higher echelon of education and occupation. I don't want to be just a cashier. I don't want to be just an administrative assistant. I want to be a journalist. I want to be on television. So that is my end game. Reflect upon at least one insight that you gained from each of the 5. Well, the one was letting go of the past. I'm a U.S. Army vet, and for the longest time, I was always in the remedial PT program because I was considered overweight. I would always pass the PT test, but because that stupid scale and I just did not see eye to eye, I was always considered overweight. So with that being said, I was always with the staff sergeant who was in charge of of all of us fatties, if you will. And he realized right away that she's not overweight. That's just her body composition. And she's out here, just, I mean, not only physically was I, good, but I have the gift of teaching. I have the gift of storytelling. And I was able to get in here and help them overachieve whatever obstacle that they were, having as far as accomplishing certain things. I mean, I still have that with the clients I have now. I help them believe that they could do that box jump, or they can do the push up, or they can lift that certain weight, even though in their head they were thinking, no, I can't do it. You can, and I'm going to show you how. So letting go of the past, that really spoke volumes to me. Last but not least, describe my dream career path. Well, my dream career path, would definitely be on a program like the doctors, being their fitness consultant, or even like the local television news. Like I know Fox 35, they had Cheryl Brown for a while there. She was their fitness expert. I would love to do that. I would also, because I'm a veteran, I would love to be able to to be involved in a program where I can be maybe a public relations figurehead, or, I could somehow be involved in that program where I can help those veterans who feel shackled behind the stigma of PTSD or MST, or it's not real. You can do this, but I want to be that person to help them, and I know I can. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope I was able to answer those questions for you, and I look forward to this class. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.